Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, back here on the True doing some boat demos. Today, I'm doing playboat demos and specifically trying out the small Helectron. I've heard, as often happens with new boats, mixed things. You talk to different people and you hear different reactions. So I'm intrigued. And I'm not really looking at, is this a good boat objectively, if that's even a question you can ask. The question for me today is, will this be a fun boat for me, for what I want to get out of kayaking? And so there are two categories really that my playboating falls into. And the first of those is flat water. So how does this boat handle on flat water? Is it going to be enjoyable? Am I going to be able to push myself a little bit in this boat? And two, waves. Whilst whole boating definitely is a thing in the UK, my primary enjoyment in freestyle and my background, really, what I've done more of, is surfing waves. And so if this boat is enjoyable on a wave, then that is a big plus point for me. So I'm going to take you along for the ride, share my thoughts as I'm going along as much as I can. I might have to do a bit of voiceover on that later because I'm going to try and do a bit of bankside footage here just to demonstrate a little bit of hopefully what this boat is capable of. Now, I'm not outfitted to this boat at all. I'm putting a tiny pad on the seat, but on the seat, not under the seat, because I'm not actually properly outfitting this boat. It's not mine to do so. I've got a little bit of a foot block in, so I'm connected, but that's about the limit of the connection. I haven't really got hip pads in and that sort of thing. The seat's not raised as much as I want it to be, so it's an imperfect science, but I certainly found with the reactor, trying that here, I didn't need to be fully outfitted to be convinced that it was decent and that I'd enjoy it. And that has borne out in now having had the reactor and taken it on some rivers, and yeah. So I'm hoping that we'll find the same thing with the Helectron here. We'll have to see. Worried that I might be becoming a full-on Pyranha fanboy. Anyway, let's get into it. My initial thoughts on the Helectron. First of all, worth noting, I have not been in a short freestyle boat in a really long time. I've been using a Nova for well over a year and a half, 2 years, and thoroughly enjoying that, but there's a consequence to being in a long, slicey playboat rather than in a modern one, and that is that there's definitely been some skill fade. But even with that, and with how stiffly I look like I'm paddling, it's clear that the Helectron is such a lovely design. I think I would agree with some of the comments that I've seen or heard from other people, which is that this boat is more geared towards waves than towards holes, but that does not by any means mean that it's bad in a hole. I think the fact that it is relatively thin and slicey by comparison with lots of modern freestyle boats, it doesn't quite have that same puffy, poppy feel that some boats, certainly my Carbon Helixer, which I had before, have. And that's a really positive thing, I think. It means that it will link nicely, it slices well, and it will do combos really, really well as well. Alright, so a short top hole session has told me this boat will be fun in a hole, which is nice to know. Holes aren't my primary, well, I suppose woodmill maybe is, but yeah, not my primary focus perhaps, but if I can have fun in one, all the better. Just gonna bomb down, do a little bit of flat water and then see how it handles on the river. think I want the seat to be one notch further forward. It feels very, very easy on the back end. It's like cutting through the water like butter, which is easy. It's great. It's almost too easy. But tricky to know. I feel like the balance is not far off correct. It's fun though. It has that nice balance between pop and slice. You know, I think they've done a great job with this boat. Like the reactor, it seems to lend itself to good technique. It's nice. So easy. Well, I'm already feeling like this is going to be a boat that I would enjoy. It's got lots to commend it. Making some harder moves, so that's something. Let's see if it can do some slalom here. That was Userera, that wasn't the boat. And the big rock spin here. The classic move on the Pyranha. Bonus little eddy line spin there. Totally intentional. No questions asked. The fact that it can make moves like that, that's really positive. It does handle pretty well. It's such a tiny, tiny boat. It's doing pretty alright. Yeah. I have a feeling this boat is not going to surf this wave. But I've been wrong before, so let's try. Oh, it is! Yeah, it's hard work. You can do it. Okay. It's got to be like right on the front here. Oh, but that is a stable surf. Wow. Really stable surf. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right, let's see if we can surf the middle wave here. Catch the eddy and surf. Oh, trying to get all of them in. That's dope. Yes, lad. I thought you were going all in. Yes! That's savage, yeah. Have you ever tried the attainment across here?
Oh, I don't want that hole.
Oh, it's wicked. You gotta like try and get onto the curler that's above it and ride that down. I've never tried it in a boat this short, but I'll give it a try. You gotta try and get on the wave above. It's super janky out of here, but straight in the hole. That was about par for the course. Yeah. If anything, I went further than I thought I was going to. Right. Enjoying it too much. Hey, there we go. That's a fun boat. Well, Helectron, very pleasant. May have ordered one. Yeah, that was a fun boat. I enjoyed that. So now I'm just going to go for a joy lap or two in the power slide.